the question is, who created these rules of karma? This is again a very intriguing question. We don't have a clear-cut answer. The only thing in Bharat we say that Jnana is eternal. Jnana just flows. Like God is eternal, similarly the second nature of God is knowledge. Knowledge actually is not a correct word. The right word has to be jnana, pure knowing. Or that ability which creates the knowing. When we say Chaitanya, it means conscious. About what? About self, about others. So when I say Chaitanya and use the word conscious, it's actually not a correct word. Because nothing is similar to Chaitanya in English. Their vocabulary is not made by some Vedantist. The problem is their language is based on the alphabets which in itself are very limited. Okay, you tell me, how many alphabets in English? Anybody? 20. How many alphabets in Sanskrit? 54. How will you cover up now? Very difficult. That's why I always say this, that if you really wish to understand everything in core and not misrepresent or misinterpret anything, then you better learn this language. What's the harm? What's the harm? Life is all about learning. Who said that you can't learn anything at any time? Yeah, we can if we want to. So Chaitanya. So I'll have to use many words to explain this. Like I'll have to say knowing, knowledge, eternal knowledge. But actually it's just one word, Chaitanya. It's said that the sages, the rishis, they could with their very nice integrated mind, they could be in touch with that wavelength in which that knowledge could be, say in today's language, downloaded. If you have a good Wi-Fi router, if you have good internet connection, you can download anything from internet. But if you don't have the router, if you don't have the Wi-Fi connection, you cannot. So whom do we call a rishi? We call a rishi who has that kind of router in which the rishi can download this eternal knowledge. And then whatever they spoke to us, their disciples in few years or they started writing it, and it is said that for hundreds and hundreds of years nothing was written. The memory of the listeners was so sharp, they would listen to the Guru and directly it is like encoded in their chitta, in their subconscious, and they wouldn't forget even a single pause or a comma what Guru spoke. Then with the time, the quality of such intelligence was like going down and down, and that's the time when the rishis decided it's better we keep it in the written format also. Otherwise it was whole oral knowledge transmitted by the Guru to the Shishya. And for hundreds and hundreds of years it went on. So they started writing very later on. It's not that they were not educated. It is that the mode of transmitting the knowledge was not through books. And what you can have it encoded in your chitta, in your intelligence, will remain with you. Even one day when this physical body will die, the mind doesn't die. So this means your knowledge gained is going to be with you all the times. You keep the knowledge written in a book, your paper is lost, your knowledge is lost. That's the irony of these days. People want to write down everything. People want to keep it in form of books. But your knowledge is not to be lived through books. Your knowledge will be lived through you. So your intellect has to be holding on to that knowledge. So this karma theory was, again I would say, represented by Sri Krishna. Krishna never made it. It was much before, already there. And after observing the natural laws of karma, the cause and effect, and also after observing life after life after life after life through their own experience and through the experience of the other people around them, they confirmed it, made it a fundamental principle. What you shall sow, you will reap. This became the classic, eternal, fundamental principle, applicable on all those who do not believe in reincarnation, those who do not believe in coming back into new body. Still it is applicable, because like gravity doesn't bother whether you believe it in or not. It is applicable on everybody, atheist, non-atheist, educated or uneducated. Similarly, the law of karma is applicable on all human beings. So the jiva is stuck. So either you change everything, mind, intellect, understanding, way of life, make changes now in your present life, deal and accept with whatever comes from the past in form of misery or happiness or pleasure. You have to accept it. But for your present, you have to really, really intelligently work hard. This is the bhajan which was being played now. Guru Naam Vachan Hirda mein. Take the preaching of the master and hold it in your heart and practice it. Oh Hamsa, keep it. Hamsa means the swan. Be like a swan, don't be like a crow. This swan and the crow is the example of birds used. We say that mythologically that the swan has ability to differentiate milk and water. If you mix it together, it can take the milk, leave the water. Actually what it means that the good intellect will take that which is the essence and leave which is not needful or unneedful. That is the ability of, it's again metaphorically spoken, have an intellect of a swan. Not of a crow. Crow will eat whatever you give. All dirt, garbage will eat without any difference again. But the swan will make difference. Won't just eat anything and everything. So be a swan, Hansa. Very frequently used word in Sant Mat. Be a Hansa, don't be a crow. Be a swan, don't be a crow. This is such a pure knowledge. But how will a person receive? Can't receive without meeting a master. Hence the importance of the Guru is there. Guru Naam Vachano Hansa Hirda mein rakho, संभाल के रखो.